All right, over the weekend, Michigan finally got its notice of allegations in the LaFleur Connor Stallions. The advanced scouting case, not sign stealing. You're allowed to sign steal. Nothing better than Ross and I put that out there on Twitter on Sunday, and nothing better than watching the arguments unfold.
Oh my God.
But sir, you're allowed to steal the signs. You just not. It's like, okay, mute me, please.
Brutal.
And then it's like Buckeye fan 63 and Spartan fan 84 are in full agreement. No, you're dirty, rotten cheat. Like they just no, but and then there's like Michigan lawyer going, but the wording of the statute is very confusing.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Please stop.
One of the most precious parts of this has been the Michigan law grads
there's a lot
jumping
of
into to explain the NCAA rule book to everybody. Whether they just read it 10 minutes ago, they know
they
it.
interpret it, yeah. I mean, they have a point. The statute is terribly written. It doesn't really say anything. And you could probably, and quite possibly, Michigan will fight down to the letter of, the definition of advanced or something.
Or like Clemson's doing, the definition of is.
Right. What's the definition? Okay. Yes, it is absolutely. This statute just basically says you can't advance scout. Doesn't say you can't send somebody who isn't on your staff. It doesn't say this. Doesn't say it's all weak sauce. It still happened. Like, okay, like fine, but maybe you can win on some technicality, but not really. That isn't what we're really talking about here. But needless to say, the discourse on social media is always so dignified.
Yeah.
So they got a point, but not really. But anyway, the NOA has come in, believed to be pretty similar, certainly, and for all intents and purposes of the draft. It's not like the new NOA is like, oh, sorry, you didn't do it. But now Michigan has, Pat, you could help me, 90 days to respond, and then the NCAA has 60 days to respond to that, and then they could set a hearing 2 months after that. And then, so if you're expecting padlocks on the Michigan Stadium doors to be thrown down at any moment, not going to happen this year. So this is where we're at.
Yeah, we're looking like spring 2025, maybe, or something like that for this thing to be resolved.
Yeah, maybe at least. Yeah,
and that's best case. Yeah. That's without people asking for extensions and delays and this and that. And we got to make sure that the Ritz-Carlton Key Biscayne is available for the hearing and that sort of thing. But yeah, it'll be a while unless, for some reason this NOA presents some kind of evidence, and we don't think it does, that Michigan's like, oh gosh, let's just settle this thing. That doesn't seem to be the case. And I don't think they want to settle it so fast that Sharon Moore gets suspended during this season. So
yeah, it's really going to depend on what the proposed negotiation goes to, right?
Yeah. And so my guess is we're heading to, they've never let the media into a hearing. This would be a really good one to be in.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
North Carolina academic hearing would have been great. Ole Miss, this one. Oh yeah. But that's not going to happen either. So it's going to be a fantastic dragged out thing that could materially affect Michigan's 2025 season, but probably nothing in 2024.
So the Netflix Sign Stealer doc comes out Tuesday. Now, this is all coincidental timing, of course, because we know no one would ever drop NOAs or leak information or anything like that to help with the narrative. That this is college football. That would never happen. However, the NOA is, as we speak, like, can they get it out to try? Could this suddenly get leaked again to help set the narrative before young Connor Stallions gets to take to the Netflix? Tell his side. It's a PR battle more than anything else.
It's a great question. These are all things that aren't supposed to be leaked, but by golly, this has been one of the all-time leaker stories. That's for sure. In all directions, but I think like Michigan could release the NOA if they wanted, right? Like, I mean, if there's anything that needs to be redacted or whatever, there's been schools that have done that, but I don't think they're predisposed to in this case, but we'll see.
Could be fun. You know, some of us have maybe filed a Freedom of Information Act. So it's the law. Michigan case, leaks. We would know the NCAA wouldn't do it, though, because they investigated me for getting leaks. I know they wouldn't. The NCAA would never be involved in that kind of behavior.
I sense sarcasm.
And it was always going to end with me under NCAA investigation, wasn't it? Really?
No, you're Dan Wetzel under NCAA investigation. The pod under NCAA investigation.
Under it. We were. I think that case has been closed.
When are we getting our notice?
It was more the hamburger. It was my defense was, what is the definition of a cheeseburger? It was the cheeseburger case.
I wonder if we should.
How the hell do you get investigated by the NCAA when you don't even belong to the NCAA?
It's a volunteer membership organization,
file.
Dan.
I want to see the Wetzel
There's
file.
There's a dossier up there on me. It's
yes.
Yeah. I am enough bush lights. How do you say
you?
Dossier?
There's Christian Dawkins.
A dossier?
Dossier. There's a dossier. They're like, he'll crack under enough bush lights. It's like, right? FBI program. And I might, if you buy me. I'm ruling anything out. Let's give it a try.
You can be bought. We all can to a certain degree. Yeah.
I can. Leaks.
If I were John Duncan at the NCAA, I'd probably say, all right, who's our best drinker? We're sending them in to interview Wetzel at the Slippery Noodle. Over
to say they haven't. They've got drinker or leaker. NCAA's best leaker. Drinker. I'm sorry. They don't have leakers there, right? Ever. They have a mirror store. Do they sell mirrors in Indianapolis? Like full-length mirror. Like, could you go there?
A mirror?
Mirror?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you today?
That's how you say it.
Mirror?
Look at the reflection.
Dossier, mirror. Damn, Dan. What did you do this weekend?
Let me tell you who is in trouble.